Hello and welcome to the WBAP 820 570 KLIF weather podcast for the week of Monday, July 18th. I'm Chief Meteorologist Brad Barton from the Cumulus Media Center in Dallas-Fort Worth. Well, we are in the middle of a severe weather event. It's just as hazardous, just as dangerous as a severe thunderstorm, tornado, or flash flood warning. And just to sound important, I guess I'll say it again. This is a severe weather event, but unlike tornadoes and severe thunderstorm warnings, it may last an hour or so. This is an excessive heat warning, which is going to last, well, it's one step beyond a heat advisory, and it lasts for 1 to 2 days, possibly 3 days, 72 hours maybe. So we're advising you that to be safe, you should modify your normal routine. Now, that's the same criteria when we have any sort of a weather warning, severe thunderstorm, flash flood, tornado warning. You need to get the right information, and you need to modify your routine, modify your lifestyle for a limited period of time in order to be safe. And that's what this is all about. So please do take this seriously. This is where the warning is. The purple shade, or magenta, I guess, is from Dallas-Fort Worth northward to the Oklahoma border. And stick around because I'm going to show you where the hottest temperatures are going to be. They're not actually in Texas. But this excessive heat warning is in effect through Tuesday night, possibly Wednesday. Here in North Texas, an excessive heat warning is issued when the forecast high temperatures are expected to be at or above 105 degrees. And we're not even talking about humidity. This is a dry heat now. I mean, it hadn't rained in over 40 days. So the ground is dry, the air is relatively dry, and that's why it's heating up so efficiently. But with forecast highs of 105 degrees, and they're expected to be at or above 105 degrees for the next 2 or 3 days, you need to limit your time outdoors. You need to stay hydrated, lots of water, sports drinks. In fact, you should pre-hydrate before you go mow the lawn or before going outdoors for any length of time, just to kind of fill up your tank so you do have a reserve. Let's say you're going to be running some errands, and if your car stalls on the freeway and you have to walk some distance for help, then you could be in real problems. So, again, keep water with you and pre-hydrate before you're going to be away from your house. And, of course, if you have loved ones, especially older folks who don't feel the heat the way younger, healthier people do, then be sure and check on them. And if you start to feel lousy for no particular reason, your heart's beating fast, you're getting tired quickly, I mean, those are all symptoms of heat stress, which can lead to heat exhaustion, which can lead to heat stroke, which can be deadly. So this is a serious event. We've got to take it that way. Take it seriously. In fact, of all the weather-related causes of death, heat is the number one weather fatality in the United States. Year in and year out, more Americans die of heat-related illnesses than those who are killed every year from tornadoes, floods, and lightning combined. Excessive heat is a killer, and it can sneak up on you. While it's good to know the symptoms of heat exhaustion, please try not to even let it get to that point, okay? Once that condition gets set in motion, it's very hard to get it stopped. All right, let's check the Monday morning satellite loop. We've had some scattered showers and storms in northeast Texas, even had a few rogue showers in the DFW area on Monday morning. And with this kind of heat, we are going to have a lot of rising air, convection, and if there's any spare moisture around, we could boil up an isolated thunderstorm during the heat of the day, and that would be from 2 o'clock on through 8 or 9 o'clock at night. Of course, thunderstorms in this environment generally produce a lot more wind and dust than rain. In fact, so we're dealing with heat, we're dealing with drought, and we're dealing with a lot of dust, too. Now, speaking of rain, the National Satellite Loop, we can see some showers and storms moving into the Appalachians and some monsoonal moisture in the desert southwest, but not much else. So here's the problem. This is an upper-level wind model showing this monster high-pressure zone over the southwestern part of the country early in the week, but we're included in that. But it's drifting east and expanding over the next several days. Okay, that's the way it's going to behave. And by next Tuesday, it's even bigger. So there's no doubt that our hot weather precautions are going to have to be a daily part of our lives in North Texas for at least another week and quite possibly longer. Okay, this is serious business. Okay, let's look at the temperatures on the global forecast system. Okay, now I know this loop goes fast, but you get the general idea. You see where the purple and white temperature contours are showing up every afternoon. Every time you see that flash, that's 24 hours. Every afternoon from North Texas on up into Oklahoma and up into Kansas. The purple contours are 100 plus. The white contours are 110 to 115 degrees or hotter. And a reminder, this temperature model runs through next Tuesday afternoon, probably through the end of July. Okay, the surface maps for the next few days are showing rain in the east and some rain in the southeast and a little bit of rain in the west, but a big dry gap over Texas and the Great Plains. This weather pattern is similar to one of the worst summers in U.S. history, and that was the summer of 1937, when extreme temperatures and extreme drought ruined the Midwest harvest, and a lot of Texas panhandle as well, and displaced millions of Americans during the Depression. This is a taste of the grapes of wrath. As we continue to page through these surface maps for the next few days and beyond, a major warm front moves up through the Great Plains, so no help at all, and we're stuck with this pattern probably through the end of July. So again, a heat advisory in effect in central Texas, and a more severe excessive heat warning is in effect for North Texas on up into Oklahoma, at least through Tuesday night and probably through Wednesday. And this may have to be reissued time and time again over the next several days. Here's the WBAP forecast. Excessive heat warning for all in North Texas. Sunny, breezy, exceptionally hot. The high Monday afternoon, 109. That's going to be one off the record of 110 degrees set back in 1980. Winds out of the southwest, 15 to 20 and gusty. When we mentioned dusty, and we also have high fire danger because it's been so long since it's rained. A clear breezy, 80 to 85 for the overnight low. Not much cooling there. Tuesday up to 106, 107 probably. Gusty south winds again. On Wednesday, 108. Thursday, 103, Friday probably 103, and again, we'll still be 100 plus through the weekend. It looks like probably through early next week, unless something tropical can move in from the Gulf. Well, thanks again for joining us for the WBAP 820 570 KLIF Weather Podcast for the week of July 18th. Hang in there, be smart, stay safe, and we'll see you all next week. Bye-bye.